Okay, in this video we're going to look at the Impact Gamers game Swarm, which is a unique game made by Impact Gamers. So this is the start screen, and it gives you a bit of introduction that you have the queens and you can move them about on the start screen. So the pink queen and the blue queen, player 1 and 2 respectively. Our aim is to destroy the other queen. There's a swarm zone at the top where eggs appear, and if we touch them then they will become part of our swarm and follow us a few seconds later. There's a dead zone that if we stay in here too long we die, and if we go off the edge of the screen we also die when we're in the game. But when the swarm is following us we can press green to fire one of them at us, and it also starts the game. Red, you need, well, you can go back in the video and have a look. So I'm going to steal as many eggs as possible. So the aim is to get underneath the other player and shoot by pressing green up at them. Red is for a laser lance of a long line. Probably have enough swarms to do it. Nope, not yet. Well, in a sec, here we go. But I didn't hit the blue one. And then there's shield and speed. Speed is quite tricky to use properly. Green is what you want to be pressing to shoot at me. Oh, I can't believe you hit me out of my hose. So the point of the game is the more swarm you have, the more you can do, and the more protected you are. And that's the game. Okay, we're going to look at the controls. So in the play field, we've got a bar here to separate the zones. We've got all the things that appear on screen. If you stay too long in the dead zone, it tells you that you need to rise when you don't have enough swarm for your different actions. Let's just have a look at what that bar does in the event editor. So in the event editor, this is for this little thing here, this active, not named very amazingly, is the thing that lays the eggs. So this is a bouncing ball. It travels around the screen. It's invisible. If I make it visible, you'll see what's happening. It goes around the screen, and then every so often it will drop an egg, and that's the way that the eggs are laid in a kind of random pattern. I did that so that you could kind of follow the trail of where the eggs are in order to get as many swarm as possible. This game's got 101 rules in it, so it's not a massive game, and there's just lots of technical, sort of quite a technical game about when things are colliding at certain times, and starting counters off so that when you touch an egg, so here we go, if you have a look at the queen, when it hits an egg, which is probably, where's the eggs? They're just called blanks. Yep. When they hit a blank, then what we do is we set the alterable values on it, so that things can start counting. So A is 3 and B to 0, and when A is 1, then it creates a pink swarm. When B is 1, it creates a blue swarm. So what it's probably doing is counting down. Every second you're subtracting 1 from A and B. So we set it to be 3, then it counts 3, 2, 1, and depending if it was A or B that's set above 1, it becomes that swarm. So that's the way that game works. The way that they follow each other is just really simply an always command. Always look at sort of the blue queen, player 2, and always set the speed to be whatever the alterable value of A is, and just so that it stops, the alterable value of A stops when it hits there. So it has a set speed. Let's see if we can find it anywhere. There you go, at set speed, every 100th of a second, then set the speed to be 60, but if it actually hits the queen or another swarm, then you set the speed to 0 and you bounce it, and then that means you get this kind of clustering of them pushing past each other. Also means they can sometimes jam, which makes for a fun glitch in terms of you being unprotected by your swarm until you move back into it. Okay, that's Swarm.